Before we ask any questions, I'd like to congratulate Jeff Vinnick, tremendous owner, Julian and his staff, John and his staff, and all the players with the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's a great hockey club. It's a wonderful organization. Have been a part of it for 5 years. I know it's a top-class, first-class organization. So congratulations to Jeff and John and Julian and all the players and the whole organization. They're a great champion. That's a great hockey club and well-deserved Stanley Cup. Mark, go ahead.
And before I start, Rick, I just want to thank you. You've been very patient in these Zoom calls, and you've given us all writers a chance to write anything any good in a very difficult situation. So I'd like to thank you for the fine quotes over the past 2 months. On this one, maybe, we can lean on you one more time to, it's always hard to lose a cup. Is it harder to lose it in this bubble situation? And just look back for us. What's it been like?
It's been different. It's been difficult at times. I think as we went along and we beat Calgary, then we beat Colorado, and you beat Vegas, and all of a sudden you're in the Stanley Cup Finals. All the tough times going through there, these living like in a bubble, you kind of move on from it, and you get ready for the next series. And so fortunately we kept winning, and that helped. There's no question this is different. This is a very difficult situation to live in for 9+ weeks. But as long as we're winning, you learn to live with it on a day-to-day basis. It is Groundhog Day, but the games, you look so much forward to the games and the fun of the games and the excitement of the games. It's different without the crowd. It's different but you get used to that. But still, when you're competing for the Stanley Cup, doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter the rink, doesn't matter the conditions, you're still competing for the Stanley Cup, and that's a thrill in itself. And it's hard to get to the finals, and we've talked enough about that. So it's been tough, there's no question, but it's been well worth it to have a chance to win the Stanley Cup.
Thanks, Rick.
Matt DeFranks, Dallas Morning News.
Rick, how would you describe your emotions right now?
Well, I'm very proud of our players and the organization. I am. Listen, our players laid it on the line. I know we weren't very good for 40 minutes. I get that, but they were very good. They didn't let us get going, but I'm very proud of our players. We left everything on the ice, and that's all you can, from a coaching perspective, that's all you can ask, is your players give you everything they've got, and they did, and that's why we're in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. So no one expected us to get here, but we believed in ourselves, and we were committed to each other. We had team play, we had great camaraderie, great leadership, and we pushed this team as far as it could get. We came up a little bit short, but I'm very, very proud to be their coach. I'm very proud of the players, very proud of the organization, and there's still better days ahead for us. But it was a great experience. I enjoyed getting him here, helping them get here, and it's unfortunate we came up short. But I know we got as much out of this team as we possibly could, and from a coaching perspective, that's all you can ask.
Sean Shapiro, The Athletic.
Rick, I'm sure. What are the emotions like, though, in that handshake line? Because obviously it's where you're trying to beat that team, but so many people on that side. What is that handshake line like for you?
I got a great rapport with all the players there. I worked with them all closely for 5 years. So, it's hard to describe. You only get so many shots at winning the Stanley Cup, so you're dealing with the emotions of that. And again, I've got a great rapport with all of the players that are still there, so it's different, I'll tell you that.
Mac Engel, Fort Worth Star-Telegram.
Coach, it looked like fatigue and injury finally just caught up with you guys tonight. Do you think your team finally just had to succumb to how much physical pain they look to be in?
Anyone who's ever won a Stanley Cup will tell you that to win the Cup, you've got to be lucky and you've got to be healthy. So that's what I'm saying. I'm proud of our players. I am. They gave us everything they could. Was there enough in the tank tonight? No, there wasn't. But it's a credit to them. It's a credit to our players with everything that we've got. They get to Game 6, so I give them a lot of credit. I'm very proud of them, and I'm very proud to be their coach.
Greg Wyshynski, ESPN.
Thanks a lot. Hey, Rick, could you give us a sense of what the room was like when you guys got back from the ice? Did anybody say anything? Did you say anything to the players?
After the game?
Yes.
Yeah, we had a little talk. That's tough. That's a tough talk. Yeah, we had a little talk.
Saad Youssef, The Athletic.
Hey, Rick, going back to the injury question, Tyler was just painting a picture of how he had to wait in line in the trainer's room because so many guys were banged up. Just when you look at the injuries, not only that were suffered, but then the guys that filled in for them, the Black Aces, I know you've talked about it before, but just how proud of you are of that whole situation and how it was handled.
Our medical staff did a wonderful job. Without their work and their effort, we're not here. But listen, it's all part of the game. You roll with the punches, and we've said two main things. First of all, we win by committee. We win as a team. And second of all, you roll with the punches. Whatever comes your way, you deal with it. And I give our players a lot of credit. They dealt with everything that came along. And they got us to Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. But the medical staff did a wonderful job. All the players did a wonderful job of stepping in when we needed them to step up. The Aces came through when we needed them. They gave us everything they could. And that's all you can ask. I mean, from a coaching, again, from my perspective, sitting here as the coach, I'm very proud of the effort the guys gave. They drained themselves to get us this far. And again, under very abnormal conditions, living in a bubble like this for 9+ weeks, they have no idea how difficult this is. But there's no other place we'd rather be. And it's just, okay, we knew coming in, we're going to live in a bubble for 9 to 10 weeks, and we're going to make the best of it, and that's what we did. So the Aces and all the play and the coaches did a great job keeping them ready to go. And again, everybody gave us everything they could. You can't ask for anything more. That was a good team tonight. They were better than we were tonight.
Take two more for Coach. Dan Rosen, NHL.com.
Yeah, Rick, you've been close before, you're close again. I'm just curious how you're feeling right now, what's running through your head and your emotions about this whole thing.
Well, Dan, we're going to have to deal with it. 3 kicks at it in the last 9 years, and it's disappointing. But again, from sitting here as a coach, we couldn't get any more out of the team than we did. So you have to live with the results. You got to roll with the punches. You deal with it the best you can. So I couldn't ask for more from our players. So it wasn't enough to beat that team, and then it wasn't enough. But it's better than sitting here saying, well, we could have done this, we could have done that. We don't have any that. We don't second guess anything we've done. We don't second guess anyone's effort. We don't second guess anyone's commitment. So we got everything we could out of this team. We came up short against a team that's been built, they've been together 6-7 years, and the core has been there, and they've got a great hockey club over there. We lost to a better team.
Last question, Neil McHale.
Rick, you've been around hockey for a long time now. I'm just wondering if this whole experience and everything, if you've learned something that you didn't know about yourself prior.
About myself?
Yeah.
No. No. Listen, I love the game. I love coaching. What I learned is that I still have the passion to compete. I still have the passion to coach. And that's what I've learned, that I know I'm getting up there and there's a lot more behind me than ahead of me, but I still have the passion. That's the most important thing. I've always told my family that when the day I wake up and I don't want to go to the rink, then I know the passion's gone, and we're not there yet. So I'm just gonna keep pushing.
Thanks, Coach.